What's going on, everyone? MetalBlade427 here, and I present to you Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix Remix. In the last episode, we beat back the Trickmaster and his horde of Heartless that he brought to Wonderland and restored peace to that very wacky, unusual world. But unfortunately, our main goal of protecting Alice and whatnot kind of didn't really work out. She was kidnapped somewhere along the way. We have no idea where she went, and she has joined the list of people that we now need to find. So, might as well move on to the next place, and that would be that dot right below Wonderland. As you can see, it is a 3-star battle level, so it's kind of a little bit harder, quite a bit harder than Wonderland, but we're going to take the chance, and we're going to do it anyway, I say. I also took this time in between episodes to upgrade our gummy ship a little bit. I think we have a little bit more health because I put on some better gummy blocks for protection. And as you can see, we now have 3 different lasers on there. Technically, it's 2 lasers. The Thunder laser is the one that's firing straight forward, and the Thundara laser is the one that's firing to the left and to the right. We should be getting a bunch more, guns and everything within the next few levels in order to power up the ship. And then once we make it back to Traverse Town for the second time, and we get Sid to tell us about, his expertise with gummy ships and everything along that ways, he'll actually start selling various parts to us, so we can kind of upgrade from there. I still don't know what I'm going to do in terms of showing the gummy thing. Maybe I'll take a little bit of time in one episode to kind of go over it really quickly. But gummy ships, for the most part, are kind of like, meh. A lot of people don't really like the gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts 1 or 2. And where I'm kind of just randomly throwing on whatever gummies I find to it in order to just keep a steady increase of its abilities through the game, I really have no design plans or destination that I'm thinking about for the ship in general. And I absolutely am not doing any of the missions. I did a few missions in order to get a few of the achievements when I played this game the first time, but in all honesty, I can't do it. I can't. Some of the missions for the gummy ship are just ridiculous. It's like, make it from one end of the map to the far other with no guns and no shield, and you have to do it in under 5 minutes, and you can't get hit by anything, and it's just so stupid. I don't have the time or patience to sit there and kind of figure out all of them. I'd rather just fly to my destinations one by one, putting on as many guns as I really feel like, as many guns as possible. The gummy ship is weird because you can kind of connect things to it that don't look like it's actually connected to the ship. It's weird the way that it's designed and things like that, but in any hoo-ha, we have made it to our next destination, a very green planet with water flowing somewhere into nowhere. Hey Donald, maybe King Mickey's down there. In a backwater place like that? No way. Let's move on. Hold on, Riku and Kairi might be down there. Let's just check it out. Forget it! We're on an important mission. Just land. No! Come on! Ah, phooey! And we pretty much take control of the ship ourselves. We're landing. Oh boy. And it's a shaking. It's a shaking. Oh boy. Don't touch that! No! Oh boy. That can't be good. Hey, it's a house. A really cool looking house.
Whoa!
Ouch.
Oh, my head.
Donald?
Goofy?
Unfortunately, we are now separated from our friends. We are alone and going up against a boss right here, right now. This is Sabor. First appearance, Tarzan, 1999. This version of Spore has 90 HP, will give you 15 experience if you beat her, and doesn't drop anything, but you will get a White Fang eventually when you fight Spore for the last time. Sabor, a leopard feared by all who live in the jungle and an enemy of Tarzan and the gorillas. Sabor is a cunning hunter who targets the weak and helpless. This is a battle where you can win if you are good enough at taking some, hitting Sabor, but I just lost right there because She is very strong with her claw swipes and things along that ways. It doesn't matter. There's plenty of other times to fight Sabor. We fight Sabor maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the course of the planet here. But luckily enough, we were saved by this muscular guy in a loincloth. That's kind of an awkward thing, I would have to say.
Sabor. Danger.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What is this place?
This place.
Okay. Where did the others go? Look, I got separated from my friends. Have you seen them? Friends.
Friends.
Right, my friends. There's 2 of them. The loud one is Don.
Oh?
Know what? Never mind. I'm looking for my friends Riku and Kairi.
Look for Riku. Friends.
Right.
This is a stunning conversation we're having.
Kairi. Friends.
Right.
And Sora is losing it.
Friends. Here.
Really?
What?
Huh?
I heard you the first time. Doesn't mean I understand it the second time.
Here.
Not sure I understand, but show me. Take me to Riku and Kairi.
Tarzan. Tarzan. Go.
And I'm Sora. Tarzan go, Sora go.
All right, good. At least we got that, established. As Donald says, welcome to this backwater planet, the deep jungle.
Gosh, where are we? I sure hope Sora's okay.
Who needs him? We can find the kid without him, huh?
Eh,
Oh,
what the? Did that gorilla just... Did that come from the gorilla's... That color cannot be natural. Must have been some bad berries or something like that, I don't know. Anyway, back to the treehouse we go. We're with Sora and we're with Tarzan. He decides to take a flying leap and sliding right down, pretty much directing us where we need to go. And the game informs us that now we can form our party. Tarzan is the only one that we can throw in our party right now, but this is the first one other than Donald and Goofy we can throw together. You're only going to be allowed 3 at any one time, but for right now it's just Sora and Tarzan. How about we talk about our new ape friend a little bit, because he is now part of our team. This guy right here, this is Tarzan, a young man raised from infancy by gorillas. His gorilla mother is Kala. Tarzan spoke only the language of the apes until he met Jane. Since then, he's learning to speak English at an astonishing rate. I'm sure our conversation proved that well. As far as the stuff that Tarzan comes equipped with, he has a spear. It's a good weapon, nice long reach, pretty powerful. Tarzan also has the ability to equip 1 accessory. Do not give him an accessory, because the only way you can have Tarzan on your team is in the deep jungle, and if you give an accessory to him, when you leave deep jungle, he's going to keep that accessory on him, so just don't bother giving it to him. Ability-wise, he has a few good offensive abilities. The Raging Boar is kind of like this straightforward line spear swinging thing. Ass Bite is a one-hit, very strong technique. Healing Herb is kind of a cure, like the same thing as a cure magic that we'll get later, but it's about the best thing we have, the cure magic. Same thing for Wind Armor. It's like an arrow magic we're going to get later, but it's the only thing we have right now, and he's the only one that can cast it. Second Wind will recover him faster if he is knocked out with full HP. Very good thing to have. Second Chance, if you play Battle Network, it's the same thing as an Undershot. If you're any damage to reduce you to 0, will reduce you to 1 instead, giving you a better chance to heal faster. And of course, we know what Berserk is. We've seen Berserk on both Sora and Donald. And he has 2 critical pluses, increasing his chance of dealing critical damage. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to get rid of Second Chance, because he'll recover faster anyway, and give him the 2 critical pluses, because I'd rather him deal as much damage as possible in initial fighting than have to worry about what happens if he's knocked out. And what else we got? Oh yeah, right, let me put on the Ifrit's Horn that I got from the last world. I keep forgetting about that. Main stats don't really change too much. The AP does go up, which is good. We don't have anything to equip on it yet, but we will shortly. Plus now we have an extra accessory in order to equip on any of our other party members once we get them back. Let's jump down to the little mesh thing right here. It is very well secure for what looks like not many things holding it up. Up here we do have a box with a Mega Potion in it. Can't complain about free Mega Potions. Let's see, there's a chest, well, weird camera thing. There's a chest up in that boat up there, but we won't be able to get that until much, much later. Diving down into the trees, we come across this area with this giant log in the middle. Our goal right now is to jump into that log and kind of make it to the base camp. But first we're going to take this Mega Ether right there, which pretty much, Ether, I don't know how you want to pronounce it. Same thing as a Mega Potion, but it will give everybody 3 MP back. And let's jump into the log and do Tarzan's signature move, the Jungle Slide. This is what he did in the movies. In the 1999 Tarzan movie, when the animators were actually drawing Tarzan and making him slide through the jungle, they were taking influences from skateboarders in a way that, you know, you can see how his body moves and how it reacts and what muscles are moved in order to make him move forward. So it was a pretty cool way to watch them design Tarzan around that aspect while he's like sliding through the jungle on vines and branches and things like that. This jungle slider will be involved in a mini game a little bit later, but for right now, just make it to the end. You don't really have to worry about too much. It's more of a shortcut than anything. So, and it's fun. It's cool to just kind of zip around on it. Alright, in base camp we are. There's a few things that we want to collect first before we move forward. Where is it? Is it up here? Oh, there it is. Okay. There are 6 of these slides that are scattered around base camp. I highly recommend you grabbing all 6 of them before you actually go into the tent. You're going to be asked to go do it anyway, so you might as well grab them now, slide number 3, before you make it in there. So, and they're obviously not in the correct order that you're going to be grabbing them. So, our second slide is slide 4. Our third slide, which should be back over this way. There it is. Okay. That is slide number 2. Very good. Alright, is there one over here? No. What is that? Oh, research notes. Okay, yeah. You're going to be able to make items, too, using the fire stove that's there, but in all honesty, I wouldn't really worry too much about it. We're going to make one item really quickly, just because it's really easy to make, and then we're going to move on. 2 more slides, only 1 more to go, and my platforming skills have failed me. Let's try this again. Jump, jump, jump. There's a lot of platforming elements in the deep jungle. Probably one of the more annoying ones to start off with if you're not used to the whole 3D jumping thing and whatnot. Anyway, that was slide number 6, even though it was number 5. And there's recipe card number 2. Alright, that's fine. Might as well try to make the item now. Find recipe card 1. Okay, so I can't even do it now then. I have to go and find recipe card 1. It actually should be over here by the clock, recipe num. And it's so stupid, because it tells me, light the stove. No kidding. I figured that as much. Oh, and while I'm going on with, random things, I'm going to call this a hidden Mickey. Look at the pot, look at the cups. It is Mrs. Pot and Chip from Beauty and the Beast. So yeah, I'm calling this a hidden Mickey because obviously she is not supposed to be here in this, and it's more or less designed to look like her. Jane is English after all, so she has to have her tea, and why not make it look like Mrs. Potts? Alright, let's begin. Potion in the pot, good stuff, let's light it. So we need to hit stove open and fire. Stove has been lit, cooking, we got a high potion. So all that running around for a high potion, which in the long run works out because it's going to be a full heal for quite a while. I mean, we're going to be under 60 HP for quite some time through the game. And even when we go over it, 60 HP heal is really good.
Jane.
Tarzan. Oh, and who's this?
Hi there.
Oh, you speak English. So then, obviously you're not related to Tarzan. Are you here to study the gorillas?
Highly doubtful.
Sora!
Goofy! Donald!
Yay! Oh.
A circus of clowns. Not much use for hunting gorillas.
Mr. Clayton, we're studying them, not hunting them. This is research. Well, the more the merrier. Do make yourselves at home.
Well, anyway, I'm staying.
All right
Huh?
then.
Sora, look what we found. Look at this.
Why are you holding that, Goofy? That was pooped out by a gorilla. Like, do you just pick stuff up? I don't know. What's that? Yeah, really. A gummy block. It's the same stuff used to build our ship. Really? So that means the king could be here. So we've got to work together to look for him. For now. Fine. I'll let you tag along. For now. Oh, we just feel the love in this room. And we gotta protect G from the gorilla poop thing. Anyway, so now we can form our party. We can put 2 of the members into our group out of 3. And actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Donald and Goofy into my group right now. And then probably switch Donald out for Tarzan later. Because there is something outside the tent that I would like to get with Donald and Goofy first. Okay, let's talk about Miss Jane Porter right here, who first appeared in Tarzan in 1999. She is a naturalist who's in the jungle with Clayton, her guide, to study gorillas. She met Tarzan in the jungle and is gradually teaching him about human ways. She's courageous and will face any danger for her research. Interesting note, when Jane tells Sora, "Oh, you speak English," this line is only in the English version of this game. All other countries translate it as, "Oh, you speak my language." So I guess it's just a really quick thing to throw into all the other countries instead of saying, "Oh, you speak Japanese," "Oh, you speak Korean," "Oh, you speak whatever." It's just, "Oh, you speak my language." Unless it's English, then apparently, "Oh, you speak English." Anywho, Jane is telling us about communicating with Tarzan. So, he was speaking in gorilla back there. That was the ooh-ooh-ahs and everything like that. Ah, that's right. You're looking for your friends. He said, "Riku and Kairi are here, and one word I couldn't understand. Many, many grunts." Why don't we try this? Why is that on her vagina? We'll show Tarzan some slides and see if any of them match that word. Vagina? Oh, what happened to the slides? Don't worry, Miss Vagina. I found them. It's okay. First one right here is actually quite important. It's a castle. It's just a generic castle. But again, like in Destiny Island, Sora was seeing castles in his dreams and drawing them and everything. So he's kind of a little bit like stunned by it for some reason. What's wrong, Sora? What? Nothing. This place, it just looks so familiar. But how? I've never been off my island. So he's kind of like a little thrown off by the castle per se, but then once you start flipping through all the other pictures, they're just kind of random pictures here and there. An odd gorilla that's actually animated differently than all the other pictures that we have here. A boat on a sea. And fencing, because that just completely goes together, I would have to say.
Well, Tarzan?
Where are my friends, Riku and Kairi? Hey, I thought...
That leaves just one place. Young man, we've been in this jungle for some time now. But we have yet to encounter these friends of yours. I'd wager they're with the gorillas, but Tarzan refuses to take us to them.
Really, Mr. Clayton? Tarzan wouldn't hide...
Then take us there. Take us to the gorillas. Gorillas.
Tarzan, are you sure?
Tarzan, go see Kerchak.
Kerchak?
He must be the leader. Perfect. I'll go along as an escort. After all, the jungle is a dangerous place.
Because that sinister grin doesn't mean that you're a villain or anything, right, Mr. Clayton? Okay, let's head outside, and we're going to head over and get something really quickly before we are in a red. Why are we in a red command thing? Whoa! Okay, alright. Oh, look at this. It's Sabor. Okay, so we're going to have a rematch with Sabor. Hopefully this time it'll go a little bit better than the last time. Sabor is actually a female, at least in the movie and in the story and everything. It's just in this game, there are various points where Sabor is referred to as a he, and I think that's because of a translation error that happened. I mean, I'm going to go with the original stories and everything and keep Sabor as a female, so as I talk about her, it's going to be she. So just keep that in mind. It's no, like, contradiction or whatever, it's just probably a error in translation. Trinity Mark, that's what we're here for. Ready? Trinity, jump! We'll make a chest appear next to us. And within this chest is something very important indeed, which is why I decided to go and take it. We get 3 Dalmatians, number 34, number 35, and 36. Each of them return home, and we have another set off of our list done. I mean, it's not many right now, but they're going to be piling on fairly quickly. There's a lot of Dalmatians that we're going to be able to collect right here in the deep jungle without really that many special abilities needed, so it helps in terms of the numbers game and whatnot. On to the save point, and I'm going to go into my party and swap out Donald with Tarzan, because I'd rather have the 2 offensive fighters with me, and until Donald actually learns a little bit better spells, which in turn will make Sora... Get out of the way, Goofy! Which will make Sora have better spells. He's a little bit useless. I mean, he can cast fire and he can cast ice. Good for him, so can I. And I can do it more efficiently than he can. His attack isn't really even that high. Let's head over to Hippo's Lagoon, and let's have some fun. Okay, you can take that vine up there in order to reach one area up top, but I'm going to go over here, using these hippos as my personal jumping stools, to go to the trees and collect some items. First one is up here. There we go, and good. What do we get? We get a Mega Potion. Always good to have those. Now there's a chest way over there that may seem very hard to get to because it's a very large gap between here and the next tree, but it is possible to make this jump. Though not always possible. Alright, let me try that again. Hold on. Alright, let's get up here and get the camera situated. Let me try this tree. Maybe this one's a little bit better. Situated and jump! Oh, jeez. Your best bet is to swing the sword when you get up in the air in order to give you a little bit more oomph, but I mean, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Alright, 3rd time's the charm. Let's go. Ready? Jump! Miss! Alright, let me do this. Hold on one second, be right back. Go! Yes! Sweet! Alright, hoorah, I did it. Okay, that took way longer than it should have, an extra like 4 or 5 minutes of my recording, but for my efforts, I have earned a Meteor G, which is nothing more than a laser to add on to my gummy ship. Yes, a laser. You'll see me throw that on at some point in between episodes or whatnot. Okay, so that's all the chests here. That was... and I even missed the land. So naturally what you're supposed to do is, again, supposed to use these hippos as your personal, like, stepping stones, jump on the backs, and move along to the side. Let us open up this chest right here and find 3 more puppies. Number 25, 26, and the good old number 27. Next one's off of our checklist. Done and done. And like I said, the Dalmatians in this area are fairly easy to get to because they're just kind of there. There's not much you have to do in terms of extra stuff for making Dalmatians appear. Let's again climb this pole with Sora's amazing climbing abilities.
Kerchak, please listen to me. I know the nesting grounds are secret, but I trust them. You see, I want to help them because, well, they need us.
Oh, did you get that?
No.
Kerchak! Kerchak.
He seems sorta distracted by something.
Was he looking towards the treehouse?
I think that's Donald talking. Can't really tell. Alright, so we can swing through the tree tops on the vines. Select jump on to grab a vine, then swing to the next one by selecting jump next. Vines will break if you swing on them too long. It's actually a really simple mechanism. There's not much you have to do. We need to take that vine up in order to reach the treehouse, but instead I'm going to jump on this vine, and we will jump to the next one. Like, you can swing back and forth, but all you have to do is really hit X when it says jump next, and Sora will, no problem, go to the next one. I'm not aiming him, I'm not directing him. He lands right where he should, and if you run off the edge, then you only have yourself to blame, because otherwise everything is pretty well predetermined in terms of your location. Let's go grab this chest before we move forward, and it happens to be 3 more puppies. See? Nice and easy, 28, 29, and 30. That's the next 3 on the list. I think that's 4 batches now that we ended up finding, so we're doing pretty good. I think that earns us our first reward at Pongo and Perdita's house anyway. But for now, I am actually going to call it an episode. Before I do my outro, I just want to point out the humor of that last scene when Tarzan was talking to the gorillas is that we as an audience are hearing him speak English, but Sora, Donald, and Goofy are hearing him speak ape. So that's why they're like, we have no idea what he's saying, but we hear perfectly because we at home were amazing like that. We understand all languages flawlessly and all that good stuff. Anywho, thank you all for watching. Be sure to rate and comment down below. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can get equipped with me, MetalBlade427. In the next episode, we will head up to the treehouse and actually see about what's going on. Why did Kerchak go up there? And what does he know that we do not? Until next time, everyone, you have a good one, and I shall catch you all later.